Hi guys, let's just get right into it. 6 months of the new normal. What is it like? Is it worth being back? Is it a good value? Has a lot changed since I left? Let's get into that today. I want to discuss some of those things, and this is my 6-month review. I figured it'd be of a good value for those who are thinking about coming back to the Philippines. One of the most notable differences that I noticed when I first arrived is how few foreigners are here right now. I would say that's increased maybe 15%, 20%. I don't see a lot of foreigners here yet. Still, I keep hearing through the grapevine, through expat groups, people that have businesses on the ground that are getting reservations, that they're expecting it to be pretty busy come October, probably early November, when their tourist season really kicks in. So I got a feeling the real wave of tourists is about to happen. And that's a great sign for the people here that have held up for so long. So I'm hoping for them, it'll really kick in high gear. We're up into the mountains above Casserole Falls this time. Now, one of the initial things that I was paying attention to when I came back is how well did the Philippines handle going through this season of uncertainty? Well, it seemed to do a lot better than, say, Thailand or Europe. And I think maybe it's because of the people that send their money back here. I also noticed that a lot of the Filipinos are traveling more, which I did not notice as much before. So that's a boost. And also, one of the things that I noticed and a lot of the other expats noticed is there was a big building boom that continued through the times here, which was a huge surprise. When I went over to Europe, a lot of the building had kind of stopped. Even in Thailand, I mean, things were just stopped. Nothing was moving, but things here were still moving. There was a lot of building going on. Really surprised. Just kind of shocked me. I expected the Philippines to do worse than a lot of the other places. It was hard times for everybody, but I'm telling you what, the people pulled through much better than I anticipated. So there are things here that are thriving more now than they were 2 years ago. I've noticed that the outdoor markets are really kicked into high gear. A lot of the markets are 2 and 3 times bigger than they used to be. The outdoor activities has really increased. People are biking all over. I've never noticed that before. So I think the pendulum had swung so hard to people being stuck inside. Now the pendulum's swinging the other way to people wanting to be outside and contributing more toward doing things that they couldn't do before. So things seem more vibrant than they did, which I really love. Now, is everything back to normal? No, the schools are just starting to kind of come back. And one thing that surprised me, I had a friend message me, hey, the Founders Day is happening over at the college. So I went over to the main college thinking that I was going to get to be a part of that. And I was all excited, and I started my video that I was going to go there and vlog this event. And I get there and I hear, cut off. And I'm thinking, cut off? What's cut off? And they're like, oh, we only allow 300 non-alumni in per day. That wasn't going to make it for me. I didn't get in. And that was really disappointing because I was really looking forward to having an outdoor festival type activity event to kind of make it feel like things were back to normal. So is now the time to travel? Here's the thing. Everything is higher priced, right? You've got higher priced fuel. That affects the airlines. It affects the boats. It affects the buses. It affects everything. Traveling now is definitely more expensive. I noticed today after looking online, they're trying to keep some of the island-to-island air flight prices down. I noticed from Cebu to Manila was about $60. It's a little higher than normal, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. So just plan on spending more money for the buses, and there are less ferries running because they're not going to be refueling a lot of craft if they're not used for a lot of people in demand. So think about that. You're going to have less boats, and that's going to slow things up a bit. It's still of a good value to come here. Right now, the fuel prices here in the Philippines are from 70 to about 85, 88 pesos per liter. And I don't really see it going down too fast yet. Food is more expensive. Everything's gone up, but it's gone up everywhere. So it's kind of comparative probably to where you're at. On the other side, the peso is pretty low. The peso right now hit 57 to $1, which is not good for the Filipinos. But if you're traveling here, your dollar, your euro will go a lot farther. And it may make up for a little bit of the higher prices, which will probably help. There are some tourist places that are just starting to officially open, and things are going to be available for people to have tours and stuff that haven't been there before. So that's good. So to summarize, would I come here now? Absolutely. Because it's just going to start getting better from now on. If you don't like crowds, you can afford a little bit more money for traveling, higher air fees, a little bit more for a bus or a boat, and you're going to pay higher fuel prices anywhere and higher food prices anywhere. So it's just the basic travel fee to get here. If you're good on that, now's the time. I would definitely come here now.